It's alive. It's alive. It's alive, but not doing well, like Virtuous servers. Ah, right. Yeah, the video that was supposed to run there is on my E drive, so done. So it's for sure dead. I mean, all the tech people that I have around me in the moderator chat were all agreeing that it's deader than disco, and yeah, there's nothing much we can do about it. I've had, okay, so this afternoon I was trying to do something like making my accounting, my bookkeeping for 2021, and it was just really sluggish. And I work on the E drive, so I was like, is that? I was like wondering if that's because it was a Google synced file, and then it was like getting stuck, and every time I did something, it was like waiting for timeouts with going online, and I was like, I couldn't really figure it out. So I was like, all right, fuck it. It timed out when I started to make like new folders and stuff, so not good. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna restart it. Then I restarted, and 20 minutes later, it was still like restarting. So I had to kill it. Did you hear the tick 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 of doom? Oh yes, there was. And that's that. It's funny that you say that because Prime was also saying that, and it's something that I've actually been annoyed about lately. Is that my PC was not quiet, and I thought it was a fan, and it was basically like when I started up. Let's say I didn't have my headphones on, and then I started up Factory or Satisfactory, any game, then you could just hear like, and I was like, damn it. But when you put in the headphones and you have a game running, you can't hear it. And I was like, I gotta take it apart and just figure out what fan is just slightly. I mean, I thought it was just one of the fan blades that would maybe like slightly skewed and just hitting something. I don't know. But now that there's a few people saying click sounds, then maybe there's something to it. Yeah, so it's yeah, as Jeff says, it won't even give any smart stats. It doesn't. It says that yep, there's a drive, but that's all I can tell you. That's literally all I can tell you. I can't tell you if it's there, if it's partitioned, if it's initialized, it's anything. It's just there's definitely a thing there. So yeah. So anyway, that means the thing that's supposed to be here is not there because well we have it. So anyway, um, there's no reason for me not to at least try to play the game because well I think we should be able to do that. There'll be probably some random things that don't work, and the biggest loss, luckily I have a pretty good discipline about my data, so all of my like all receipts and stuff for for my company. They're on Google Drive, synchronized there. And I did get a new PC so 3 months ago. So it's everything that I needed to back up back then has already been backed up. So it's only like stuff that I've done since then. And since most of my videos are not like a 3 months project, then they're basically being recorded, edited, uploaded, thrown away. The biggest loss for me is the fact that I had meticulously made save games in Dark Souls 3. I replayed Dark Souls on my own time, have a save game right before each boss fight. 23 save games just all lined up so I could just load in right before the save game and do my 1 minute my 1 minute boss guides that no one watches. That's the biggest loss because that basically means I have to replay all of it. Oh no. But anyway, in a 3 minute try test disk, perhaps it can restore the. I mean, I've tried 17 different test programs, and I don't think it's gonna work. Your game folder was on a mechanical drive. No, no, but I copy my save games over because you can only have one save game that's accessible to Dark Souls games. So that's the save game. So I take it and I copy it over to my storage drive and notify that this is before Aldrich, and then I know that I can copy it back. So it's not a bad it's not a bad system. It's bad when your hard drive blows up, but I mean first time ever that's happened. So I guess we'll live with that. Let's try to get in the game and see how... I'm less orange now, right? Now I'm like... Now I look like I sometimes go out in the sun. And that's definitely a lie, but... I mean, that's the miracles of this. But I think... You know what I did different? I turned down the temperature of that... my front light. And so it's more, I don't know, up or down. I mean, it's more white and yes, less yellow in color. And I think it was the yellow color that made me turn into a lobster. More orange than usual. We'll just, what did you make it now? I don't know. Let's find out. This is 2,400. So this is probably more me. This is probably more what I look like. Yeah. Now you're gray. Shut up, Miss Timothy. That's how I look. Yeah. All right. And we all know that cameras put on 10 pounds, 10 kilos. Let's go with that as well. Is normal really warm light? Yeah, I probably was. I mean, the thing is, like, I can't, usually I'll just reach in behind and go click, 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 click. I was just trying things. Cool. He's here. He is the color that he is, and the game is loaded. Let me just get the chats up here so we can see that. I'm gonna pop you out. Pop out chat so I lose all the stuff, the brilliant things you said so far. And yeah. Hopefully with something simple. Yeah, throw it out. It doesn't work. It's a very dead thing. How many cameras are there on you? Thank you. Not enough. Or too many, I guess. Too many cameras. Anyway, thank you everyone for your patience, and a particular thanks to the moderator team for helping me on just deciphering that this was like, when I get an error message or just an error state, then I don't know if it's big or small or severe or anything, and that's where I need to rely heavily on the moderator team, who will then just go like, oh, try this tool, try run this command, show me the logs for this, and then we go like, yeah, it's dead. It's dead. Yeah, for crushing my hopes. If I ever need my hopes crushed, I have you, my dear beloved moderator team. If I ever have some hopes and dreams or aspirations, then I can always rely on you. And of course, the pandemic. The pandemic is also pretty good at crushing hopes, dreams, and aspirations. I didn't help at all. Maybe you did. Maybe you knew that this was not something you could help with. Okay, let's try to get back into the game mode and figure out what the hell we did here. This is our fused modular frame factory. That is almost entirely done. And I just need to sort of figure out what's missing. I think we did everything. Let's go... How's your day? It was good until now. Let's see. Okay, let's walk through it, because if I can't remember it, there's no way you can. Fuse modular frames are coming out here, so we'll trace this and see if this is set up correctly. This one here. This is the outbound. Yep, it comes out from all the blenders. Looks perfect, brilliant, awesome. Next one. Next station is this one, aluminium. We get aluminium, and is it filtered? Yes, it is. It comes down there. Well, we are going to change the color scheme. Then see, Miss Tiffany, if you didn't feel that you could help with all the tech issues, maybe you can help on the color issues. Basically, help me figure out which one it was. I think you last time said it was a level 4 hype train that we have for this one, and it helped me find out which one it is and the colors. That would be super awesome, or anyone else for that matter. Going down here, gets split, goes out here, goes into this aluminium casing. Yep, and goes in to the fused modular frames. And then we just have the nitrogen gas, which should be coming on this line here. I would recommend getting 2 and put them into raid 1. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And that should be fine. There, thank you. Let's get that. Why? Because if it's a warranty thing, I'll get a replacement. And if I get a replacement, it's not going to be 2 different drives. And maybe I can do something else. And I don't know. And I don't know what it is. So I'll do that if my moderators are saying you really should do that. Otherwise, I'm not going to start doing anything fancy. Hey, Tania, thank you for the 17 months. All right, I need to set this up here. So everyone stop saying something in chat because I need this chat to not scroll. Everyone stop talking. No, you're talking. No, you're talking. I'm just trying to cut it out of the chat and it goes like, oh. I think, okay, scroll it. Oh, nope. Scroll up. Yeah, that's not helping. Come on, Nightbot. Take him out. Take him out. Let's see. This. Ooh, that's fancy. Ooh. That's Daniel. And we will, oh, it doesn't matter. We'll do here. That one. Sweet. That's a color. That is absolutely a color. And what is the other one? This is going to be exciting. I'm pretty sure it's going to be pink highlights on the blue, but let's see. This one will then be fused modular frame.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
There it is. There. Now, that also needs to be in the middle and layout there. Ta-da! We now know where it's going. Son of the stars, thank you for the 32 months. Well, even if it's a dead drive day. What? Dead drive day? I'm glad to catch your stream again. What is a dead drive day? Love your stuff. Like always my dude bro, man. Yes, thank you, dude bro. Well, I have the default color scheme until I change it for something else. And I'm not gonna not change it. It is to honor the awesome people who are so supportive and have won the hype trains. They get to decide the colors. Oh, dead drive day. I was like, oh, dead drive. Oh, dead hard drive. Ah. Yeah. And of course it's today, and today is just a normal business day. Not a problem. Every store is open, and then it happens after stores close. And then tomorrow, of course, it's day off. And then Monday is a day off. And then the second is a Sunday. And that means nothing can be done until Monday. Yep. That are a copy of each other without having to do the copying. So when one drive dies, it doesn't. Yeah, I thought so, Dutchy man. But that also means like if I buy, in this case, 14 terabytes of storage, then I only have 7 in order to save for something that's so rare that it really has only happened to me once over the 30 years that I've been using PCs here. Anyway, it sounds like there was a new patron. There was a new patron. It was indeed. Thank you so much. It's a new Knight of the Path. Let me see if there is a Discord name link. Nope, not yet. If you are here, then be sure to link your Discord name so that we know who you are, if you want to. In the meantime, while I'm getting distracted, then the Kashmir Goat has resubscribed, 9 months. And Rooney for the 13 months. And then a brand new Roddy, thank you for the Prime. Good. Let's see. So everything should be working. What I need to do now is do a few things such as that one. And I'll take this up. I'll take this up. And I'll take this up. And then I'll replace it.
Our illustrious champion returns.
2.
Welcome home.
1, 2. Yep. And then you can be here.
Our illustrious champion returns. Welcome home.
You guys mind the hype train, right? And I'll mind the game, see how that works. There are shops open tomorrow, not IT tech shop stuff, for sure. And you'll give, thank you for the 12 months of Prime and Candy, I maybe, or just Candy. Thank you for the 6 months. And then Grundig with a massive tier 3 subscription gets all of level 1 completed. Thank you very much for that. You know, Grundig, I did a deep dive after your comment about the PCR tests, and oh my god, I've read so many articles about, well, not so many articles, but I read a lot of all the official documentation from the Danish Health Ministry. They did basically the FDA, no, the CDC and the FDA's equivalents in Denmark about the test accuracy and the study that they done for 70,000 positive tests. They retested them to see if there are any false positives, and there were no false positives. So I think that I feel pretty good about my statement about the lack of false positives, false negatives, false positives. Those false positives I checked. So anyway, now I know. And Kashmir Go, thank you for the 1,000. Yeah, it's also like that was also one of the, like, in the laboratory then it is 100%, but in real life it's probably not 100%. But what is it then? Well, it's not significantly off 100%. Good, this is good. Then I want to build a, oh, we need to get some fuel in here. That is out here. It's right there. Okay, so this is the end here.
You have returned.
There. Get that one. Alright. Sululicious, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. And see if I still haven't figured that one out. Thank you for the 10 months. Thank you. Alright. I am yeah, let's have a better topic of conversation than that, because that's a boring topic. Boring conversation anyway. Hey Harris, thank you for the 5 gift subs. All right, that is moving. Random question: when was the last time you just had milk? 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago. I drink milk for lunch. Well, it's more than 6 hours ago, but late lunch today. I drink milk if I have some lunch where I feel that fits. Ah, no! Why did you not say that? No chocolate in it? No, no. Yeah. Chocolate syrup is like 50% by weight sugar. Huh? Yeah. Well, again, boring conversation anyway. Hype train. It's all 1 minute left. Get your shots in if you want to be part of a hype train. One, two, here. No? Okay, 40 seconds. Ah, is it going to be a level 1 hype train like yesterday? I get so excited about a hype train and then it's a level 1 hype train. Less excited then. Looks like it. 30 seconds. Hey, Kashmir, thank you. You're trying. You're the only one. I guess it's Christmas is over. No. Whew. So sad. Alright, guess not. Alright, so let's get that one. Guess not. Next year. Maybe next year. What day are we? 33 or something. I think it's day 33 so far. I'll just put some feet on it, not that I... Yeah. Hey, Scorch. Thank you for a gift up. Coming in a bit late, but appreciate it nonetheless. That's why we spend so much effort on yelling at, no, 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 it's the last chance. Hey, good gamer. Where were you 5 minutes ago? Or 2 minutes ago? Oh, I'm falling. No, I can't go back up. Crap. And thank you so much for your tier 2. Oops. How are we doing? Like, bad? In every regard, I guess. I'm just feeling that something is kind of... Oh, I'm getting the power not from the main line, but from the train station. Three, 1, 2. 3, 1, 2. Whatever. Whatever. Ah, always. Now how am I gonna do all of that crap? I don't know. One, 2, 3. 2, 3.
A generous bestow.
1, 2, something. Thank you, Torman. Don't know if bits carry over to 2022, so take them down. Thank you. Appreciate it. And I'll save it. There might be a chance later on. Who knows? Upside down ramp. It really bothering me that I can't attach it to this one. It's so weird that I can't attach it here. But I can attach it there. That's actually not bad. That is pretty sensible. Then stack them on top of each other to get a thicker beam. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I can imagine, but I haven't tried it. This way is okay. Yeah. Go down. That goes down and goes up here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this part. It looks awful, but it kind of has to be there. So maybe some more inverted ramps. Out to save, I hope. You have this problem again. It's not great. This is how it would like to be, I think. Yeah. Then it would be kind of symmetric somehow. Kind of. Oh, hello, Solilicious. Change grids. What? I'm still by no means an expert on how to place these. Yeah. I think that makes sense, right? I'm just kind of not really keeping up with chat with the nutmeg and cinnamon talk. Kind of don't feel that's related to me. Ah, how did I forget to get enough concrete? Alright, let's go back and get some more concrete. Ooh. Let's also make sure that we have enough for a tractor. Yeah. But it's the explorer we want to do. It's looking weird. We'll see what we can do about it. Why tractors instead of trucks? Tractors are smaller. I don't need the big thing, and I also started working with the tractors, so now it's kind of a tractor network instead of a truck network. Oops. What if instead of the frame continue? Oh, let me see if continuing the vertical pillar up. You had a V shape of concrete. V shape of concrete. Yeah, let's try it. Psst. Can this game be played with a controller? Probably modded. Ah, beautiful parking. Starfish parking. Get all of that. A lot of pixel hunting, yeah. Ah, okay. Alright, so now I think I get what we're both trying to say. Let's see. Oh, I still hit it. So I'm actually I've been so okay, so I've had my trepidations, my concerns about going out to a New Year's today. So I called a good friend of mine who's doing something else. So I was like, help me figure out what I should do. And not as in do X, do Y, but just as a good friend, asking the right questions and listening to, okay, it sounds like what you're saying is, you know. And it was actually really good. And I thought that I thought that I didn't want to go because the main concern is that I don't know if people are going to be vaccinated or anti-vaxxers or anything like that. And now it's just, oh, perfect. Now it's just not really the time to go out and meet random people. On the other hand, if I stay home, should I have that one? Yeah, I kind of need to have this, I think. Maybe I can get the... yeah, so I was just, do I want to go? Do I not want to go? What am I going to do instead? And I kind of had the feeling that maybe I was sort of losing interest in the event because I wanted to do something else myself. Problem is this one now has to be out here as well, and it doesn't fit. So I was like, well, you know what? I could be streaming some game that I wasn't actually planning to stream anyway, so I could sort of have that as sort of a random New Year's stream. But ultimately, so the way I think I rationalized it for myself, and again, compliments to a good friend to be able to listen and... Oh, man, it's gotta be one up, right? It's gotta be one up. What the hell am I gonna do here? One off. Maybe I just leave it like this. It's definitely different. New Year should probably be 2G plus. What does that mean? Use 4M foundation. Like for that one? No, I don't want to do that. It's vax boosted, and we only hung around a few vax people during Christmas. But my wife picked up COVID anyway. Yeah, that's also what I'm kind of. Yeah, okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, but that's also like. I wrote a couple of days ago to the organizers and go like, you haven't mentioned anything. What are your thoughts and opinions on it? And they were like, oh yeah, well, we kind of thought that people would be reasonable, but I guess we'll just write out and let people know that we sort of have some expectations. So it's pretty good. I like that. It's oh, come on, you can do it. Anyway, my point was that when it comes to, and thank you Infinite Loop 42, when it comes to things such as this, then I was like, okay, if I stay home, it's gonna be like, I know what kind of fun. Oh crap, it's not gonna work because that's overlapping here. And there's no way around it. There is a way around it, but it's stupid. It's gonna have to go around here then. Why God, I get distracted from what I say. Alright, anyway, here's my rationalization. I'm just gonna take a break from drawing this one in the meantime. My rationalization is there's a zero line. This is just content. Your everyday whatever baseline. And then if I stay at home and play some games, then it's gonna be a good day. Plus 20, whatever. But if I go to a New Year's party and it's gonna be great, then it could be plus 100. Yeah! It could also be going to a New Year's party and it's not that great. But, you know, it's still probably gonna be like, it's probably still gonna be like something, right? It could also be that I go to a New Year's party and I come back with COVID, and then it's probably not a positive number. It's probably a negative number. But I think that I was just sort of reminding myself about how many other opportunities where I've really didn't feel like going out. Where I was like, I don't bother. And then ultimately it actually turned out to be like I met some interesting people or had a good time or maybe not, and then I just at least had some good stories to tell afterwards. And I think that's kind of the stuff that kind of tipped it over the edge for me, that, you know what, when this is the outbound, yeah, that it's the unknown about sort of things. So if we can somehow try to stay safe, then I think it would be better, more fun to go out, because you could sort of get a higher potential for fun. And so what I did was it's people who met on this forum for singles with kids, and especially an event organized there. And I looked through everyone who was organized, and then I looked through all of their events, and I tried to just do all the research I could to see if they had participated in any dialogues or any discussions about the COVID, and some of them had. And then I was just checking their responses just to see if there are any anti-vaxxers between them, between the participants, because that would be like a total no-go. And I like happily saw that people who were commenting were all like, no, you should get the booster because you're not just for yourself but for everyone else. And they're like, yes, okay, good, sane people, love it. So yeah. In any case, the essence is that I think I'm gonna go, and then I will just try to take care of myself as much as possible, and then hopefully have a good day. If you're thinking about that, then there's a chance that that thought probably poisoned your fun of the party. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But hey, I mean, that's just me being me, and I can't help that. So I can't not think about things. So it's just not being me. Overanalyze, yes, please. Always, always, always. All right, I've done something here. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing because this one overlaps. This one is not overlapping. It's a thing, all right? It's a thing that I built. And thank you, George, for the 16 months. There. Nope, not vertical, but like this. That one goes. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Alright, so now I think that's gonna be it. Except, this one should also have something. Damn. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I don't think these V-frames are a good idea, but now they're here. There's only one way to do that, and that's making tilted windows all the way up here. Yeah, so anyway, another sort of corollary to what I just said was that I was basically thinking like, hey, that would be a cool idea for just replaying something like Bloodborne that I just can't really fit into my schedule right now because now I've sort of committed to playing some more Captain of Industry, so apparently a lot of people joined the community for Captain of Industry as a result of my streams, so that's nice. They reached out, so that was nice. Nice to be an influencer for once. But anyway, the point was also that I was just thinking maybe I should just find a day to do an event for Bloodborne and just see if we can play the whole thing through in one day or as much as possible and just have a good time with it instead of just waiting for it to sort of fit into a schedule, because I think that might be one thing where if you want to watch it and you want to be part of an event, awesome. If you really don't have any interest, then you might not be like, well, now it's going to be 3 times a week for the next couple of weeks. And then it's also harder to sort of follow the story. But if you want to watch it and you want to do something, then maybe, hey, here's a 12-hour stream where we just see how far we can get through Bloodborne. That could also be interesting. And then we do Sekiro afterwards, because I watched someone play Sekiro for the first time and it hurt my soul to watch it, and I just wanted to play. I just wanted to play. And Nick 2, thank you for the 34. Still watching? And it's your fault. Thank you. Quick question on Captain Industry. Did I understand right from your video the other day that this game is still in development? Yes. It's not even on Steam yet. It's coming to Steam and open access, or open early access in sometime. Should I leave it open here? I think we'll just leave it open. I'm playing on Steam right now, yes, but that's because you're a Kickstarter pledge, so not everyone is. Satisfactory is on Steam. It is indeed. Well done. It is. So is Factorio, in case anyone. Okay. Okay, so we are going to get this color. And we'll go here. We'll do the custom. That's actually a nice one, this one as well. Custom swatch. 4. Okay, I'm gonna paint this one up here, and then you're gonna vote. If a moderator can make a vote ready, whether it's gonna be pink plus blue or blue plus pink. The one mentioned first will be, of course, the one that goes first. Okay, so this is the pink plus blue. It is stunning. Wow, I wish I could pull something like that off. I wish my dress code had more of that color in it. It doesn't. And we're gonna look at the other one, where I just switch the colors around. There, and that's the other one. Also, very, very nice. So, vote is up. Get your votes in. Use your hard-earned channel points to sway the vote. Pink plus blue or blue plus pink. Thank you, moderator. And that was Jeff doing it. That is brisk. To sway a silly vote. Yep. Wow, that was a quick one. Dutchy Man, 46,000 points. All right. That is almost certainly you voted for this one. Quick vote. Yeah, next one can be controversial. Actually, it can't because next one is already decided. So it's gonna take a while, and it also is have to be a hype train to get there. And well, I've said that I only want to give out factories for level 3 hype trains and above. So so far, none of those today. And I can't really do this until I've done everything else because... Oh, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't even do it now. Well, that's okay. I can do it now. Looking good. Let's try to be somewhat consistent on what we color. So we'll color the pipes first. And once that's done, we'll get the next one. Next thing. Good. And now the output belts. Output belt here. Okay, this never ends. Whoa, this is not correct. Look at that. Huh. That's funny. Oh, that explains I was having so much trouble with one of the other ones. Like this one. I couldn't get it to fit in there. Okay. That is Daniel. Oops, Daniel did that. Oh, this can't be colored. That's kind of sad. Maybe we should get some more coloring then. But then again, it's pretty open, so we can easily see it. Just carefully. Anyway, so in regards to Bloodborne, what do you guys think of a sort of more of an event type of thing for games such as Bloodborne, Sekiro, games that I have played but really want to revisit? What? What? I don't bother moving this again. I've moved this so many times now. Kind of have to, don't I? I do kind of have to. Oh, that's why I didn't do it, because then it got taken out. Oh, hey, okay. Any chance that PayPal donations can color things too? If so, I want a yellow sugar cube and not just enjoy the money. Yeah, that's not really something I had planned to do. And also, truthfully, that would be just yeah. I really don't want to get into a situation where people go like, "Oh, can I get this thing colored? How much for that? How much for that?" And I don't like that. It's, yeah, it feels weird for me, and it feels wrong as well. So, what's the other alternative? Getting it. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how I would do this one without. Yeah, upside down anchor frame. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we have that one. There we go. Can I also do this? See? That's pretty cool. Huh. Oh, that might be a bit much. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Anyone know if there's a way to set an alternate keybind for the next hotbar? Ah, okay, no idea. I can see that it would be relevant. Just if you want it to get done, then you just say to the good people at Coffee Stain that you have an unreasonable phobia for whatever it is now, Alt key, and then they'll kind of feel obliged to do it. I'm sure. Okay, it's colored, it's good, it's nice, everything's good. And this one is fused modular frame, and then inbound, what was it? What am I getting inbound? Heavy modular frame. Good. That is part of the loading station belt missing. Oh yeah. There. That one? Oh, and probably also upstairs. Age of Sigmar. Get out of here. That is just that I don't know how a company could collectively get just some kind of brain aneurysm that they thought that would be a good idea. Or you know what? Let's not kid ourselves. It's an invention exclusively made by lawyers. And we all know creativity and lawyers are just not two things that you can say in the same sentence. So it's the lawyers who just took over the content creation. Yeah, Total War Warhammer 3 is gonna be sick. Yeah, it's also like it must be kind of ironic, like they're doing more for the stuff that they have actively discontinued because it sucks and it's awful and we can't copyright every goddamn thing of it. So we want to get rid of it. Oh yeah, by the way, there's a massive game coming out soon. Okay, let's see. Let's drive the truck now. Tractor. So with this one, we'll go to the heavy modular frames, and then we'll see. Yeah, I am also going to play just a bit of Total War Warhammer 3 in when it comes out. First, I'm gonna get some copium. That is Games Workshop. That's not Creative Assembly. Games Workshop are notorious for suing the hell out of anyone who makes their products better. I mean, also if you just, I frequent a shop with my son quite regularly. Like, it's live role playing gear, board games, and Warhammer and cartoons. I really love the shop, and when you just go look at the Age of Sigmar and you go like, Space Marines, fantasy Space Marines. That's it. There is no two ways about it. It's just they just took a Space Marine model, they ripped out their bolt gun, and then they put in a sword instead and go like, ha ha! Now it's completely different. Yeah, Age of Sigmarines. And it's like, oh no, they are not Eldar. They're not elves. They are because we can copyright it. Flaming chainsaw. Yeah, I mean it's just looking at it, and I actually I watched some Ian the Arbiter, I think, who did something about the Age of Sigmar. I think it was on YouTube, and I was just like, I was stunned about the stupidity of like of the lore, like, oh yeah, the world collapsed and everything went to shit, and then they invented a new world that's full of marines. Like, what? How? Where did they come from? It's basically like Adam and Eve and the son of Cain and Abel kills Cain, and then there's three people in the world, and then Cain kills Abel, and then Cain gets kicked out of the world, and then he goes out and meets some other people. Like, there were three people, and he goes out and meets other people. Where are they coming from? Who are all these people? It makes about as much sense. Move on their part, changing them to Tau, given that the world has been dealing with Greek letters. Yeah. By huffing extra much warpstone powder. Let's record a path and crash and burn as we do this. Here we go. Space Marines are nurturing. Are you saying they're like orcs? They're kind of a fungus. I love that explanation. It makes no sense, but I love it. I love it so much. It is so brilliant that orcs are basically a fungus. Because that also explains why there are no children orcs and there are no female orcs. And they go like, orcs are just mushrooms. I love it. And it also explains why you can have a world that you've just cleaned out all the orc infestation, and then just a generation later, suddenly there are orcs everywhere. Like, how the hell does that work? Oh, sorry, I missed your message. The road needs a crossroad before oh, it does indeed. You're right. Thank you. See, I get penalized for missing, for not paying attention to chat. Oh no. Q? Disable. Alright, screw it. You are not worthy. Orcs works because they believe that it should work. Yes, that's also brilliant. That's it's quite clear that both the whole mushroom thingy and the this is a beautiful factory actually, and the whole orc technology thing is sort of not an afterthought, maybe a bit of retcon thing that's sort of been snuck in later on. Oh, I've commented about elves in particularly elves in what is it called? Witcher. Not a fan of the elves there, and not a fan of. I mean, I was thinking about it. Like, what is it that I don't like about him? And I can't afford. Oh man. All right. And let's see. So I was kind of saying that they look like Lapas who are pretending to be elves, and it's a bit more nuanced than that, because when I look at it, like Filivandrel, important elf who's lived forever and is a leader, and then like, how best to describe it? Like this. These chubby cheeks is a sign that you're 15 kilos over your ideal weight and you spend all your time in front of a computer. That's fine if you're a streamer. It's not fine if you're an elf warrior who's passed through generations and, by the way, is starving and leading a band of refugees, freedom fighters. Like, you don't have chubby cheeks. No, you don't look like you don't look like a gamer who's just crawled out of his cage, got a long-haired wig on and pointy ears, and go like, I'm an elf, by the way. That's the part I don't like about those elves. They are so unbelievable, and it's not because it's simply because they just look way too much like your average gamer, and not at all like. Is there any lore that doesn't say elves are slender and nimble and agile? Yeah. Maybe he has slow metabolism. Yeah, yeah. Or maybe he's just. But it's not him alone. It's all of them. They all look like me putting on a blonde wig and pointy ears. That doesn't make me look like an elf. So that's what I'm. So, by the way, if you've not watched The Witcher, I have now officially ruined it for you. So that was my problem with the elves. Nils elf cosplay stream when? Yeah, not this year. Let's say it like that. It won't be this year. Elven hot tub. Why are you saying that? Seen any labas in person, so I don't have the same point of reference as you, I guess. True, but you've seen gamers. So the difference between a LARPer and a gamer is basically that the LARPer is slightly more tanned because they are actually outside once in a while. Aside from this, they look pretty much the same. Ah, now I'm gonna bump into that red one there. I'm gonna really slow roll it and hope that the invisible blue dots triangles are disappearing. I support The Witcher is with the hope that Calhoun's making a 40k series late. Okay. Play roles of undead. Yep. Maybe, maybe undead. So far, things are not the worst things ever. The writing choice for the second season just confused me. I didn't think. Oh, hold on. By the way, no spoilers for Witcher. At least season 2. Like story spoilers and that kind of thing. I haven't watched all of it, and a lot of people have not watched it. It's too early to spoil it. You can talk about whether we like the character choice and stuff like, but not about the story. So let's just keep that clear. Yeah, I have a. When it comes to the characters, like supporting characters, I I don't generally don't like the mages. I like Tisea, but all the other mages are just flat and uninteresting. The, Trish Marigold is a disaster, and Yennefer is a travesty. It's just not working, and the other ones are just. Sabrina is boring, and Frangilla is completely off. He just likes his mages thick. Tisea is not thick. I like the male mages. Striker Bar is it's brilliant. He's like he's a good mage, like corrupt and power hungry, and yeah, also a good actor, by the way. You just get the fuck away from me. No, I don't want to be run over. Okay, I better speed up. The funny thing is, so for anyone who does not know, then the actor playing Stregobor is the older brother of Mads Mikkelsen. Odd choice for actress. Yes, exactly. Odd choice, indeed. But, eh. I don't see the family resemblance. You can when without all the makeup and stuff. So I did not watch The Mandalorian. I tried, but it was it was just it was too boring for me. It was basically a road movie, and it didn't really. I just didn't like it. It was. I really like. I like the technology used for it. I like the idea of Mandalorian, and I like Boba Jango Fett idea, and but there was something about it that was just I was just ended up not watching it because it was just too boring for me. So we did not have any critical issues here. So let's hide the path, save it, and this one will be say the item you're traveling first. So that's a heavy modular frame to fused modular frame. I mean, when I see this later on, it's gonna make perfect sense. And then we just go up. It's one of the. It's really weird. Like everything about it should be interesting, but when I watched it, it was just like. I ended up just like, oh, the episode is over, and then I was like, okay, whatever. And then I was like, okay, so after 3 episodes where I didn't really pay much attention because I lost interest in the first 10 minutes. Then, eh, I think it's because. All right, that was morning. See you later. I think it's because the main character, is kind of boring. So you don't really get to sort of identify as the character. Don't forget to take a break. Thank you. Well, we have one thing coming in here now, so let's take a break, and then we'll get. Hold on. Do I have that? No, I don't. 2 of these. 4 and. I'm missing heavy modular frames. That's ironic, because we'll get those. Alright, so when we get back from a break, we will have the heavy modular frames brought in that we can then use to build the 2 electric cars. Then we should be good to go. Let me remember to save. Oh no, since this is going to be a 3-hour stream, it's going to be really... they're now going to be odd numbers. Cool. We're going to fly over here so we can look at the beautiful pink factory. Nice. I have a nitrogen chain. Yes, we built that last time. Anyway, short break. Be back in 2 minutes. See you in a bit. And welcome back. Thank you for joining me this fine evening. And thank you for your patience with my technical issues. Not resolved. And thank you, Emilia, for joining for 10 months. Did we get anything? Nope. All routes operational. Uh-huh. Well, that's not really super efficient, is it? I think I know what the reason was. It didn't work. Whoops. Should we bring... Let's bring nitrogen. Let's bring this one in first. Nope, that's not how we do it. We'll build it over here. 2, 3, 4. Aluminium. Alright, let's get 2 aluminium ingots, where we will be going until we are completely full, or waited
Another loyal
600 seconds.
devotee.
Ooh, a loyal devotee. Thank you very much. I will check that in a second, maybe a bit more than a second, until everything, until fully unloaded or loaded, and then 600. Good stuff. Save changes. Turn on. This one will be called Aluminium to FMF. I wish I had a consistent way of naming them. And then I can jump on over and see if there was a new patron. That would be lovely. Nope, there's no new patron. Huh. Why did it trigger then? Oh, maybe it's coming in a while. That's weird. Sometimes the API is faster than their website. That doesn't make any sense to me. I like it. We have
Another loyal devotee.
okay, now it's being really insisted. Maybe it's just catching up on the stuff that's been... Yep, it's just catching up. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, there might be a bit of a lack of signals here. We'll signal it up. Seems a bit off. I find your lack of signals disturbing. Don't think you should have a train signal at the bottom of the ramp. Why not? Oh, wow. This I find disturbing. And it did cut it correctly. Good. Block signal. We'll block it behind here. Ah! No, 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 not yet. No, not yet. No, I need my train. My train. No, I need my train. Damn it. Come on. You can do it. Nope. He'll come back. Yeah, in a while. Look at that pink monster. I love it. It's nice. This is faster. You really need to pay more attention to your locomotives. Yes, indeed. Oh, okay. So, if the concern was whether the train will be kind of stuck if it stops at the bottom of the hill, it can easily go up. I think. I guess we'll find out. What? Oh, you're beeping too fast. Oh man. What the hell? Did it unload? I suspect it didn't. That was just way too quick for it to have unloaded. I know. All these are... Okay, so unload. 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 Here. This will be a load. I like that you can set it per wagon instead of per anything else here. This one. Unload. Sweet. That unload toggle is such a bad UI. This one? Why is it particularly bad? I mean, I'm not ecstatic about it, but... Actually, okay, so my usual problem with toggles is that it's impossible to see whether it's on or off. I think it's pretty simple to see if it's on or off. So that's my off switch with a clearly lit up on state for a not on off. Oh, you would consider this to be on and this to be off? I would consider it to be matching that color and matching that color. That's how I'm reading it. But I can definitely see that the one with most light on is the one that's on state. Android toggles are that way too. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Get that. One, two, 2, 3, 4. This one will be nitrogen. Old man yells about radio buttons. I mean, you could be a man-at-arms in... in Darkest Dungeon 2, I just love the idea that if you have a runaway who can do Firestarter on your man-at-arms, which basically means that your next attack will cause ignite. So basically it means that the old man who's yelling at the enemies and they catch fire from him yelling at them. I love that idea. Like, so what happened? Yeah, an old man yelled at you. Yeah, but you're scorched. Yeah, he yelled pretty intensely. It just, for me, I'm just like, that's the bar I want to have when I get an old man. I mean, if people cut in line, I just want to be able to yell at them so fiercely that they catch on fire. That's what I want. So you get one wish and you can wish for a superpower. It's like, I want to be able to yell at people so they catch on fire. You want to do what? With a what, sir? Lack of signals. Not really. I mean, I have a signal there. And then I have another signal on the back entrance of each of them. So I think I have enough signals. I don't want any more. I find your lack of signals disturbing. Nitrogen, and that's to FMF. No queue? Nah. It's on a 10-minute. There's one train per station, and they're operating on a 20-minute cycle. It's not going to be congested. And if it gets congested, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. That's definitely not it. So I don't have to design it in a Factorio-esque way. Off we go. Slow down a bit before entering here. And there's another part of it. Like, I don't mind having traffic in the network. So if I see a train waiting for another train, that's a happy occasion. If I see 17 trains jammed because they can't get through an intersection, that's not so happy. But I want to be able to sort of look at the train, like look at the train network and just go seeing like, oh, I wonder what that one's coming with. I like that. Did they fix the air condition? No, I'm waiting for you, Grundig, to tell me I can use it again. I'm never going to use it until you tell me I can. They feel nice and industrial. Absolutely. Oh, yellow slug. Yeah, yeah. So, let's see if this works. Blow-upable rock. Blow-upable rock. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I wanna here's a ride on this train back and forth. No caboose. Train nerd is sad. Why would it need a caboose if it's not a coal train? It's an electric train. Never heard of an electric train having a caboose. $10 for gold. Okay, so what is the caboose for? For just... That's when you... From railroad to terminate... Sleeping? Terminates the brake lines. What does that mean? I remember that if you have a non-passenger train in Railroad Tycoon, like the first one, then it would always add a caboose if you didn't have any passenger wagons. Caboose houses the crew on the back of the train who get off and do things to the track after the train goes by. Huh. To provide a rolling office for the train conductors and the brakemen. The conductor was the railroad official who was responsible for the train. He was the train's captain. Yeah, okay. We go back in days. Yep, interesting. Interesting. Let's see if this works. Actually, I'm just gonna go out because this one will actually trigger the whole thing to work, hopefully. So only when it leaves. I don't know what could properly terminate the lines. I don't know what properly terminate the lines means. Okay, so this one is now having some nitrogen gas in it. Oh, I can get in, yeah. Okay, so this is coming in. Slowly, but surely. And we are getting everything we want in here. Let's build the fused. And everything else is idle. Ah, not idle here. This is actually a bit surprising that... Like, how much are we actually consuming? It's 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 250 times 2. That's 500. So I'm consuming 500. So over time, this will stockpile and backlog. Good.
Welcome back.
Liquid Moonlight. Thank you for the 4 months. Yes. Good evening. Joined late today. That's okay. I also started late today, so that is perfectly fine. It is the last stream of the year. Oh, that also means like it's the last stream of the monthly leaderboard. I have a feeling that no one's going to touch Natsa's position on the bit leaderboard. And on the gift sub leaderboard, there's certainly been a very, very generous month on this compared to previously. Resets in 1 day. After that, he's not going to stream for the rest of the year. Yeah, I know. I mean, so that also means that it was probably the last hype train of the year. And last chance to get someone gifted you a sub. You can see who it is, so you know who to thank for it. I was seeing a few frames. Woohoo! And it comes shooting in. I did not get my computer fixed. It is still very much broken, and I've lost all of my videos and scripts and thumbnails and save games for most of my games. So that's it's pretty shitty. Interesting how this... Okay, it's just slightly ahead of the other ones. So I will need to wait until the... I have one. I'm gonna need to wait until the 3rd of January to take it in for some repairs. Aha, some of the smartest, most beautiful, most tech-savvy mods have helped him diagnose the drive failure. The drive is definitely dead and not recoverable. No need for more tech support in chat. Thanks. Unless you are more beautiful and more tech-savvy and more smartest. I wonder who wrote that command. I mean, I'm pretty sure I didn't write it. It doesn't sound like the language I would use, but, you know, it must have been me. I am responsible after all. So I need 50. I wrote a different one. Someone updated. Back from the clouds, YouTube stream. Yeah, it is. And all of my other important stuff is also backed up in cloud as well. So I feel I'm not... It's not like I lose a lot, but it's still like... Yeah. It's still annoying, all the things. Right, so let's see. What is... Now we need to do some research. We've been wanting this one, like 50 of these for some kind of research, and I can't remember what it was. The other thing we want to do is radio control units. So let's look at radio control unit. No, it's not radio control, you idiot. It's the cooling system. I think we're going to do that one. So that means the thing we want to do is the heatsink. And the heatsink will have to be the second one. Which means I need to build a new rubber plastic plant. Ugh. Because there's no way that I can do that. Yeah, so that's the thing. We are going to start working on a rubber plastic plant. Let me look at the Satisfactory map thingy just to see where we have some good oil location. I think we'll just go research nodes and just... Why are there no crude oil? Oh, has all of the crude oil been removed from the desert? It looks like it. Wow. There's a ton of oil at the location I shouldn't be building at. That sucks. And then I have 2 normals and 2 impure located here. Here. I've used those before. Alternatively, what else do we have? We have used the ones by the power tower. We have the Gold Coasts, or the Oil Coasts, where we're using one of the normals. That means down here. There is 2 good ones and 2 normal ones, and I'm using one of the normal ones. Not all of it, but a bit of it. So that could be a pretty good plastic rubber plant. I think that's it, right? That's got to be it. Yeah, the North Beach. The thing is with the North Beach, North Beach is it's one of those that will be... It's marked as don't build here because it's going to be overhauled. Next to bauxite is also oil. The Gold Coast is closer to a train. Yeah, it is. It's just around the corner. But the train is going to be really high, so... I think... Have you checked oil wells too? Oil wells? What is that? What is oil wells? Or resource wells? What the hell? Cruel? I have never heard of that. What is that? What? Oh yeah, there are some oil wells. Apparently, no, apparently not. Okay, so there are some oil wells. What the hell is that? They are here? What is that? They're on top of that thing. On top of? Altitude 251 meters. Yeah. Okay. I did not even know that. What do you know? And it's not that far away from this location. But I do like building it down here. I think that's bestest. Bestest. Alright, so here's the plan. I'm going to be taking 50 of these. I'm going to head back. And I sure as hell hope that I need 60 to, or 50 to unlock that back at home. And then I will find a place where I can do some templating and just get a sense of, oh no, that means I lost my, no, they went into the trains. Okay. I want to do some blueprinting on how much I want to build, how big it's going to be, how many, before I actually go there and build stuff, because that will also give me a sense of, damn. So we're going to be running. Oh, you're damn right it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And there's nothing you can do to... Oh, crap. It's not happening. Can't use that, of course. There was one wire, but that doesn't really help me. And then I was thinking, hey, I'm just going to make some iron wire. And they were like, I can't handcraft iron wire, so everything is just awful. Hypertube launchers still work. It's just that it takes a lot of effort to set it up. So it's not something you just plop it down and then just fire away. At least not for me. Hello, Cripplespin. Good evening. Luckily, I am a very patient person, so this bothers me not at all. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm excited about, that I'm probably the only one who will ever be excited about it, but that doesn't matter because I'm still excited about it. I have an idea. It might be like a stupid idea. It might be a completely unrealistic idea. So, I said that I might maybe kind of do a hungover stream on Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, blah, whatever, the 1st of January. And I was thinking, first of all, I'm not going to be drinking for New Year's. I just don't, because it's super far away, so I have to get the car anyway. But then I'm like, okay, so I'm probably just going to be just not doing anything. And since I lost all my save games, I can't do any recording. So I'm not going to be needing to do some recording anyway. So what can we do? What can we do? Well, we could do some kind of marathon streaming, yeah? Of some sort, at least not marathon, but just like something unconnected to something else. And I thought, hey, I thought it would be cool to just do a stream of Bloodborne and just see how far we could get in one stream. And then sort of just lengthen the stream as much as possible. Because it would also mean that if you're interested, it would be super fun. And if you're not interested, hey, you can just chillax with being hungover and watching me just struggle my way through Bloodborne And if you are kind of maybe interested-ish, then it'll be a nice big chunk of VOD on the YouTube, so that makes sense. Did you consciously choose not to use the pattern that makes a single dotted line in the middle of the two? Yes, that I did, because my idea is that I reserve the middle line here for, that's where the trucks are driving, so if I need to use like the shoulder to get around. So that's completely deliberate, and I don't want to go that way. Because otherwise I would have two paths, and they would still want them to drive in the middle, and then it would be kind of silly that they're driving on the line, so that's why I did it this way. Put up a vote for the game in the New Year stream. Nope, because it's not gonna be. I don't care about what you vote. I'm gonna play the game that I want to play for a hungover stream. Then you'll just vote Subnautica, and that doesn't work on 1st of January. We tried that literally on 1st of January. Did not work. That's how well it worked. About that, straight into a grinder. Leading edge. Oh, 100 supers. When did I not? Oh, damn it. I want this one. I want my turbos. I wanted to play Subnautica so much, but thalassophobia, I have no idea what that is. What is that? Fear of deep water. Okay, maybe that's kind of... I think you should angrily go on Twitter and complain to the developers that they don't have a thalassophobia mode for Subnautica. Please do. I mean, I think that anyone in their right mind would be afraid of deep water. That seems very reasonable. Like, oh, are you not afraid of deep water? I mean, put me about 100 meters down any water, then I'm pretty scared of being in that position. Actually, I'm thinking like a lot of Souls games actually have something with water. For example, Fountainhead Palace in Sekiro, where the water pools deeply. And it's very much about the deep water. Also, Bloodborne, there's the water is hiding all of the awfulness. Have you experienced that some buildings disappear in between? No. I if you're playing Icarus, then that's intended. If none of the games, no. Phobia usually means rational fear, but yeah, that seems pretty rational. Yeah, but is it really? Yeah, phobia is an irrational fear, but if something that is very rational to be afraid of, like for example, clowns, that is very rational to have a phobia. So it's not really a phobia. It's not an irrational fear of clowns. It's very rational to be afraid of clowns. For example. I'm afraid of clowns. See, it's not an irrational fear. It's very rational. Have the ocean documentary fishing cave looks so cool. Turns out scuba caving is the most dangerous thing. Yeah, I don't think that's a very safe thing to do. Where are my supers? What do we need for a super? We need some... Okay, so I need 3 times as many. That means I need 300 of these awfulnesses and... Okay, can I just cheat my way to this? I think I can. Let's buy some supers, if we can. Oh, sure. Sure. That was a hell of a lot easier. Boop. Problem solved. And then the last thing we need is a couple of pipes. I'm going to take you out. I'm going to switch to that one. And then answer the question about, do they still work? Yes, they absolutely do. And let's build this one so we can get... Oh, I can't get out from this location, so that's not a good place to build. And Explorer here. Just check, seems the anchor is not yet fixed. Okay, thank you, Grundig. I appreciate you checking up for me, so I will leave it out until I get the go-ahead from you. I really like this color scheme. I don't know why, but that baby blue and red looks so good. I love the fact that I don't get to choose the colors, because I could never go like, you know what, baby blue and red? That's a good one. Perfect. All right, only one left.
Can now be constructed in order to build the latest fix-it improved factory buildings, such as the
That's the cooling thingy that we don't have.
A new project part enables progress to the next phase.
So 400 electromagnetic control rods, 400 cooling systems. That makes sense that we'll do this one when we have that, right? When we build this, and this one is just accruing, so that's fine. And then we'll have the turbo motor as well. Sounds good. Hey, Triple Heavy Sir, thank you for the 19 months. Still love your streams. Thank you very much. I don't understand it, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Right, so now I need some kind of test location. You know, test locations are pretty big. Where could we... Oh, I know exactly where we have a good test location. There. That one. That's completely useless. Right, so let's see. Plastic. What are our options? It's obviously this one, right? Yes, that's the one. So... to a refinery here. And then get okay. This will be recycled rubber, recycled plastic. Is this really the one that we want? Okay, so let me just get the numbers here. It's 30, 30, and 60 rubber. Okay. 30 plastic plus 30 fuel equal 60 rubber. Change the image to Rubberino. There. Good. And then in order to do this, we have to produce the plastic first. But we'll produce the plastic from the same recipe except opposite. How the hell does that work? It just seems like it would need an input, but once the input is there, it could feed itself like across, right? But I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest. I think I'll do something that's more simple because I don't want to have a situation where I have to consume all of the rubber and plastic. Let's just have a look at it. Exactly, don't cross-link your plastic and rubber production chains. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, I think I should make a rubber, but use this recipe here. So, let's see. How would I make fuel? Fuel is almost certainly going to be the diluted fuel. So, let's blender it. Hold on. Let's just see. Fuel. It's that one. Let's blender. Yeah. Ah! Bastard! Where's my radio control? It's up there. I can build 3 of these, so I also need to build some more. This needs to go to motors. That doesn't exist. So I'll just try manually. What could possibly go wrong? Where did my train go? There it is. Produce plastic, heavier, turn heavier. Okay. The reason why I am not particularly keen on the idea of having my recycled rubber feed into recycled plastic that then feeds into recycled rubber is that I think that it's either going to be fragile or it's going to just require that I constantly burn all excess. And that's the part I'm like, I think to precise the feedback, then it backs up. Yeah, it doesn't even need to be a smart one. It just needs to be something. Where's this? This is RCUs. Let's go there. Whoop. So driving. But you do sync all excess in all factories, right? Nope, I don't. I've stopped doing that. Oh, that pink color is nice. The reason why I've stopped doing that is because no matter which one I do, then I'll run out of the earlier parts. So let's say like take something as juicy as radio control units and vent that or sync that, then some of the subcomponents for that would just completely run out. And that would mean that I couldn't build anything else. So I'd rather now build it up, stable, let it go, and then do it. Because I don't really need any more. Yeah, I don't think right now I need any more tickets. So why have it there? Okay, when it comes to this design, there are there are several potential priorities. First of all, and this might be stupid, I'd want to do something that is interesting to do as a YouTube video, right? So that could either be most effective, highest yield, or easiest, or but it could also be something that I think for my turbo motor thing was kind of appreciated, was the fact that I made it modular, and that was not easy to make it modular. But because I spent the time in making it modular, it's now something that is much more accessible, because hey, I would still be out there building if I had to build all of it before it would work, right? So if I can set it up in a way that it is modular, I think that would be pretty cool. The bestest. Any large amount of resin scrapped anywhere? Yeah, I think somewhere. I mean, not large amount, but I do have somewhere that's scrapping resin. And I'm not going to use that because it's not worth it.
Our
Hey,
illustrious champion
Sander.
returns. Welcome home.
Thank you for the 7 months. Just wanted to say hi. Well, that's a nice way of saying hi. Yeah, so highest yield could be one way of saying the bestest. In terms of resource use, it's 300 oil to 900 rubber and plastic. That is pretty impressive. And that's one thing I'd like to do. $188. Perfect. And up. Pretty sure I passed the red signal. Yeah, it was green when I passed it. Blender. Hold on. I don't want to walk. I want to float. We all float down here. Oh, no, not that much. Is to keep it flowing. So only output of factory would be overflow and a smart splitter. I'm not gonna make a. Why does it have to be a smart splitter? 50 plus 100 equal 100. $50 fuel. Oh, it's pretty heavy. Plus 100, oops, water equal 100 fuel. Good. Here is you prioritize the loop back and output the surplus so the loop doesn't stop. Yes, but why does it have to be a smart splitter? Oh, right. It's because smart splitter is the I thought you meant the programmable splitter, because that has no use, it seems. Oh, look at that. We can actually build this now. Ooh. For aluminium. To get a bit more extra yield. And we actually have everything except the supers. Okay, so that is how we make fuel for that. It means I need heavy oil. How do we do the heavy oil? Heavy? Oil residue. Is this the only way to get it? I guess so. So it's 30 to 40 to 20. So 30 crude, or it's just called oil, equal 40 heavy oil. I just don't like it called HOR. I get every time someone says HOR, I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And resin. And then I suppose, yeah, and then we'll have to find a way to convert the resin into plastic. And then the question is it enough? I don't know. Plastic. That's the only option here. Do that one. So it's 60 plus 20 equal 20. 60 resin plus 20 water equal 20 plastic. So that seems, to me at least, as far as I can tell, the only recipes, except that I'm now relying on okay, so I need 20 resin here, and this one, so this one, it will have to be like 3 of these at least. So let's do a minimum thing. If I do 1 of these, and I know that I'm not even looking, because I know that you've calculated before and you've done it all before, but I haven't, and I'm just gonna work my way through it and then see where we are, and then come to the same realization you came to a year ago, and then I'll feel smart and you'll feel validated. There's no way that I'm just gonna accept your numbers anyway. So yeah. I'm just okay. First thing at first, because my intuition is that there's no way that I'm getting enough resin. Right? But then I say for each one of these, I'll get 20 plastic, and for 20 plastic, I would need 3 of these. That would mean like 90 oil, whatever. That's just something pump out of the air. But they will then have 120 heavy oil, and if I put 120 heavy oil in here, then I'll get 240 fuel out. So, and then I can take 240 fuel out here and match it up to the 20 here. So 240, 20, 240, 20, not equal. So far so good. Yeah? That's the first conclusion. That's definitely not working. So that's kind of where I feel that it would need to be what if this one was, and again, maybe you all know this. Hold on. What if I change this to, instead of making plastic, then making rubber? $40, $40, and $20. Huh? So that's weird. $40, $40, and $20. But then I would have to take these 40 out here. 40 rubber would have to be converted into, with the opposite of this one, that can then be doubled. So that would be like 60, 42, 80. It's still not even close. So, okay, so here's the thing. I feel that there are two ways of doing it. One where they sort of, they cross the lines, and the other one where I take the residual and sort of spin it up until it matches the other line, right? So it kind of, from the beginning, it splits into resin, which is the waste product that we used to get started, and the other one is the heavy oil residue. So we'll have way too much heavy oil residue part and not enough resin. So either we can sort of spin this in to get this started, so they get the other line started, and then they'll be doing plastic, rubber, more and more and more until they're both happy and awesome. The other one that I think would be like heavy oil residue, there's too much, resin, there's not enough. So the resin converts into rubber, still not enough, converts into plastic. It leaches a bit of fuel here. Still not enough, converts into rubber. Still not enough, converts into plastic again. Now it's enough. And so kind of like having a little loop that just spins up until it's high enough capacity to match the other one. And I don't know if it works, but I'm kind of thinking, like, could that work? Not sure. Internal loop will not work. Buck converter. I don't know what that means, but I was sure that it had a name. Infinite stuff, just add water. And fuel, that's the part. It also needs fuel. So it'll leach fuel from the other loop. And that's the part. But why would the internal loop not work? Like, I don't see the reason why it wouldn't work. Make just resin and convert to plastic and rubber. Yeah, but then I don't have enough of it. That's the point. That's the whole point of what we're doing here, is that it's not just about having it, it's about having it in the right quantities to make sense of it. Okay, Black Sheep, you are not following what I did, so I'm not going to redo the whole thing. The way to go is plastic, rubber, plastic, and put a smart spray in the key point. Yeah, I'll take a break. Yeah, let's take a break and then come back for the last hour of the stream this year. Melodramatic, but okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. See you in a bit. Alright, welcome back. And sometimes during my break I also use it for checking up on things, to see if things are still where they should be. And for example, Amelia, thank you for joining on Patreon. That was at least one of those weird pings thing that we didn't really recognize that anything was there. Now refreshed and it works. And it was Amelia who also just also subscribed an hour ago, who also joined on as an annual protector of the path. So thank you very much. The last patron of the year. See, it's always like, maybe, I mean, I don't know, maybe someone's more. But for now, it's the last of the year. All right, I'm honestly getting a bit confused about this one. I want this to be making only one out product. I don't want it to make two out products. So whatever plastic I will make the plastic only to feed the rubber. All right. So I'm gonna take these out, and I just don't really understand what I'm doing here. And oops, nope. That's just not it. Even though it's not important, then it's still important. Here. Recycled plastic and recycled rubber. So if I look at these two together, right? If I combine these two and just imagine that this is one unit, maybe that's easier to look at. Then this one will be basically 30 fuel to 30 plastic. 30 fuel to 30 plastic, right? Plus 30 here, so it's 60 fuel to 30 of each of them, I guess. And if I want to make rubber, then I could do an extra one, right? So this one will consume 30 plastic plus another 30 plastic. If I combine all of this and I treat that as one unit, then that unit will be I have no idea. It's, let me just do it in a way that I can probably do plastic. No. Let's look at the one on the side. This rubber plus or minus, because it's consumed, fuel equal 60 plastic. Then I do the other one, which will be minus 30 plastic minus 30 fuel equal 60 rubber. And then we have two of these. And then I just count it out, right? This is out. This is out together with, oh, right, that's not how it works. If it's an equal sign, it shouldn't be minuses. Then it should be there. And then that one goes out, right? And on this side, I have 30 rubber, so I take that out. And then I take here. So that means in total, it's going to be 90 fuel to 90 rubber. Anyone disagree with that? Because then... See, if we just say this is one machine that takes 30 fuel in and gets 90 fuel in and gets 90 rubber out. Now that is something we can work with, right? See, Mark, I trust that you've done it correctly, but it doesn't help me because it is as much the journey as it is the goal. And if I just skip ahead and go like, well, I downloaded this from some random dude on the online, then anyone watching cannot sort of be part of the process and sort of check as we go along. But I'd like to sort of see if this logic is sound to anyone who could follow it. Just being in a game studio and saying solution based on linear algebra. Yeah, it's are the recipes used the same? Nope. This is recycled plastic, and this is recycled rubber, and then there's another recycled rubber. So if I can sort of treat this as one, and then assume that I can take all the plastic that this one generates and put into the other ones, then I have a net output of rubber. But of course I need to kickstart it, and that's always the problem. Like, how do we kickstart it? But I mean, this is good, right? Hello, Gregory. Resin is the Kickstarter, yeah. I mean, this just reduced everything, because then I can just go, okay, so I need some heavy oil residue, and then I just need 90. If I can get 90 fuel whipped up somewhere, that's only one cycle here. That means I only need 45 heavy oil residue, and this one is pretty damn close to 40 to 45. Yeah. And then I'll get the resin, and the resin can be made into something that kickstarts it. Actually, with this way, I don't need it. Of course I need some kickstart, but I don't want to get this in. I'm actually just going to vent this this resin. I think this is brilliant. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I think this is... I think I'm actually having a unit here that is very, very close to ideal. So basically, we start over from... So we're going to have a blender next to this part. Here's going to be a blender for the fuel. I mean, maybe I'm missing something completely obvious, but if I can make this into a unit, and the only constraint of the unit is that you got to put 200 plastic in here and then leave it for a while. That would be brilliant. This one will do the diluted fuel, but it's going to be scaled down to 90. Maybe. Because that's what this unit needs. And then I'll cut you out. And the only thing we're missing is going to be slightly overscaled. That will be, and I might be missing something. This one, I need the output to be 45. But that's okay. I'll do this one, and then I accept that it's 45. Manual kickstart, just like the cold liquefaction. Exactly. So we're talking about loop where you just keep adding fuel to keep creating. No, we keep adding. Okay, so here's the process. First thing that happens is we get crude oil out of the ground, and plus 12, whatever. It's slightly more than 30, 35 or 30 something, and then I get 45 heavy oil residue out, and I'm gonna scrub those here. So I take my 45 heavy oil residue in here, add a dash of water, and get 90 fuel out. Then I go into this one, and I put 30 fuel in here. I put 30 fuel into this one, and I put 30 fuel into that one. Which means now all of these have all the fuel they need. This one, if I just do that, bloop, it'll start feeding the plastic. So this one will get started because it has this one. And this one will also get started because it gets the plastic. And then it starts making rubber. The rubber goes back before here. Steals 30 of those. And then the residue goes, the 90 goes out. Oh, I can downscale my unit. Yeah, that's another one. But then this was just closer to ideal ratio, right? But because then all the other ones have to. But I agree. It's better to have this one running at 100%. And that means I get only 40. That means this one gets 80. And then the other ones have awful ratios. Are we not using the resin? No, we're not using the resin because this is ratio is the same at any clock rate. Yeah, not in terms of buildings. And then I need this to be and that is not going to happen because then my loop is even though it works just fine, I just can't cope with something that, like, imagine me on the YouTube tutorial where I designed a nice modular unit and go like, and then you have 53.33 outbound, and this one consumes 26.67 inbound, and then it flows out here outbound 53.33 plus 53.33, that's 106.67, goes out here where this one consumes 26.67, and that means there's 80 outbound. Right? Then I will gladly sacrifice a few of these to be numbers that I can actually pronounce. Simple rundown for mortals. 6 rubber plus 6 fuel equals 12 plastic. 12 plastic plus 12 fuel. Hey, thank you, Nosonius. Gotta go. Thanks, community, for awesome resource through 2021. I hope to see you in 2022. That's on me, not you, but I hope to see you again on 2022. Thank you very much, and have a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve tomorrow. Hey, Faco, thank you for the Prime and welcome to the community. Or you make this 8 times and add 1 extra blender to mixing. Then it's no longer modular. Like, one of the big problems when I see the stuff that Mark was linking before, all that calculation, is that if you want to get it started, it's going to take forever for you to build the whole thing. I really like, and if I can do something modular and I can go like, hey, you build this, you get 90 rubber. Or you reverse the recipes and then you get 90 plastic instead. And if you want more, you just up, and then you got all of it. We Heister, thank you for the 4 months. All right, that's 3 just in a row. Nice. Could happen. My module is 40 machines. Well, mine is 5. So I win. I am so liking this. I am so liking it. So if you see a problem, and thank you, Grundig, for the 200 bits, and we are close to the last hype train of the year. That we can absolutely guarantee that it will be the last hype train of the year. So it's time for a rubber tower. I think it is. And if it's going to be a rubber tower, then it has to be shaped like a phallus. It's gotta. So anyone want to join in for the last train of the year? Hey, Warren, good to see you. Also here. You need water extractors to add to this, of course. You have limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Hey Mark, thank you for the 22 months. As long as you're prepared for the flood of YouTube comments, why don't you turn the... Yeah, I mean, you know what? You gotta leave something there for the YouTube comments to pick up on. That's why, I mean, I have 7,000 hours in Factorio. Do you think I will be forgetting an underground pipe or that kind of thing? I don't forget those kind of things. It just doesn't happen. That's not how it works. I leave those things in so that comment section will be full of, oh, you're missing a heat pipe. It's called engagement. I mean, come on. You wouldn't think I'd make such trivial mistakes. And thank you, Akira, for the 200 bits. Well, I think I'll do it the same as the other one, where I'm going to pump in water and pump in... I'm going to need a lot of water for this one, right? Hey, Warren! Yay! It is actually... It is a hype train now. Yay! Thank you for the 5 gift subs. And this is... Ooh, Prime username, 1234. 1234 is not a Prime user. It's not a Prime. So thank you for the 1100. Thanks for the hours of fun. Very much appreciated. All right. Imagine Goku. One of my absolute favorite names to pronounce. Maybe sort of competing with XXYXDX. No, XXRXDX or CCYXTV. That's also just rolls off the tongue. And thank you so much for the 10 gift subs. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. 90. Maybe we need to adopt unpronounceable Danish names. I mean, if you adopt unpronounceable Danish names, then it won't be unpronounceable for me, but there have been some names that with some German unpronounceable names, and also literally the guy who changed his name to unpronounceable. Can you convert all resin from whole tower into target product? That way there will be no waste and ratio would be perfect. Can you convert all resin from the whole tower into target product? Convert. No, convert. Convert is like, oh, I mean, like, is that the right word to use, concert? We are working in concert here. Thank you, Mr. Shuriken. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, and that completes a level 2. So, my rule here is recently, if it becomes a level 3, then there will be another factory with your name on it, whoever wins it, but only when if it gets to level 5. So I think this is actually super easy to make, because all it needs is, this just goes by and then out here. Duck for the fireworks. Duck, sir. Level 5 or level 3? Level 3 is the minimum requirement for me to sort of give a whole factory with your name on it. And Ronin C, thank you for 5 gifts up. That is beautiful. Oh, I said both. Well, don't mind me. Always making mistakes. Never. Thank you, Ronin. That was your first 5 gift subs to the community. Really appreciate it. Gifting forward from lulboys44. I don't remember having someone called lulboys gifting subs in the community. It's actually, I mean, I'm surprised at how simple this one's. All right, 3 minutes. Okay, how would I build this? This needs water. How much water? It needs 90 water. This one doesn't need anything. Unless I convert all of my polymer resin. it would be like 3 levels. Yeah, I think that's gonna be like an option, but it's one of those options that I'm never gonna use. But, eh. Oh, I'm just devastated resin. Yeah, I'm absolutely gonna do that. All right, let's see. So where are we on this? We have Majin Goku with the 10 gift subs and Prime username 1234 with the 1k bits. So if you want to exceed that, then now you know where the bar is. Or if not, then that's also okay. All right, let me... These don't need water. It's so simple. I'm blown away how simple this is. This one will absolutely... Question for you. How many coal power generators did you build before you started building fuel? Sorry about Wheel of Time? I don't know. Is that Wheel of Time? I don't know. I don't know. 20, I think? Oh, Magic Goku, thank you so much. 10 more gift subs. Alright, now it's super close. Chris Obel, thank you, or Chris Obel? Or Chris Obel, maybe? Thank you for 20 gift subs. Amazing. That is super generous of you. Both Magic Goku and Chris Obel. Although, Chris, you are now tied at 20. So, you would need to get 21 if you want to sneak it away. But you can, of course, wait 4 minutes and not more than that. So how much is this actually consuming? Let's have a look at this. This will be... I don't know. This might be embarrassing. 33 point... Yep. Conductors of this hype train will be picking the colors for a future factory in the base. That's pretty nice. But unfortunately, that will be next year. We'll build that base. This is not great. Times 9? Times 18? Basically, almost 18. We cannot build 18. We can build 17 levels of this. Which color? Yeah. But okay, we're still... I mean, I'm hoping could happen, and especially in the bits, it could happen that it could be usurped. This one has to be turned, right? Yeah, this one has to be turned.
More shall gather. More shall enter the fray.
Okay. Someone wants a building, or someone wants to be super generous. Thank you, Majin Goku, for 20 more gift subs. Wow. Absolutely. Wow. More shall gather. More shall enter the fray. Absolutely. Welcome. Another score of people entering the fray. Don't overbuild coal fuel plants. Yeah. Yeah, so just briefly to answer the question on the coal power plant. When I first built the coal power plant, I built it to consume 120 coal because I only have Mark II belts available. So that's what gets me out of biomass. Then, as soon as I have my steel, I go back and upgrade. Thank you, MDEP, joining in on this one. Then, after I have the steel, I go back and upgrade, so I now have 270 coal inbound, and then scale it up to that. Then, as soon as I have the Mark IV belts, I go use that encased industrial beams to scale up to 480, and then build it all the way up to 480. And once that's done, I'm not upgrading any further. So it's not just a simple, this is what I build it to, but I build it in extended in 3 tiers, and then after that I leave it as it is, and then I've moved into to fuel generators. I'm pretty sure you can go faster into fuel generators and skip the last step, but I couldn't because, well, I just couldn't. Oh, that was not what I wanted with this underground. Okay. Right, so this will be diluted fuel. So I need 90 water. That's all I need for every level here. And I think every level should just be like this. I like it. Oh, hold on, hold on. There is actually one point here. Maybe if I do this one and I build 2 of them, well, then I'm going to have twice as much. Then I have 40. And if I have 40 resin per level, then I could make that one exactly that. What game are you playing? Satisfactory. Welcome. I am now at this point. Okay, good, I caught it. Whew. The only reason why I don't like this one is because it wasn't. It technically means that I have to agree
More shall gather.
with
More
Grundig
shall
on
enter the fray.
on this one. This one being a better option. But it is a better option. Thank you, Chris Obel, with 30 gift subs. That means you take the lead. All right, at this point, someone really should be stealing that 1100 bit side. That is a lot easier than 50 gift subs. Whew. So get your bits ready if you want to get a nice train. And there's a fair chance that this could be a level 5 with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Thank you so much, Chris. That is super, super generous. And there's not a word in chat. It's just smash. Too busy clearing the PayPal credits. I am still surprised about that the lack of bits here. Yeah, Jeff, 200 bits. Well, 1,000 more and you got it. Poke, yeah. I mean, come on. We're so close. 13%. 13% away from a level 5. Last sum of the year. I gotta hype it, right? I gotta hype it. I feel I gotta hype it. Yeah, Kashmir. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. That's 1,500. That means you take the lead. Sweet. And 40 seconds. So get your snipes in. Don't wait until last second because then it's not gonna work. It's probably gonna be now. Mr. Mini, 300. All right, give it 40 seconds. It's 95. Oh, there we go. Majin Goku with the 15 gift subs. And that is now a level 5. Hype train, and Kashmir, you're just going like, can I get it?
More shall enter the fray.
MDEP with 1,600. 16. Did you get an MDEP? I think you did. Clock is running out. 10 seconds. There's definitely going to be something that comes in too late. There just has to be. And MDEP, you also registered on. Woo! What a last hype train. Thank you so much. And Majin Goku and Chris, you guys were absolutely amazing. Yeah, level 5 for 1,600 bits. Nice. Exactly. But, I mean, it just means that there's a lot of people who didn't feel that was worth it. Okay. I am going to do this. So what I'm basically going to do is make a level. And it will consist of 2. One level consists of double this build and then a single here. That means now the output of this will be I was out tab but heard bits was low, so I had to try. Oh, you did, and it was awesome. Yeah, very nice end of year present and everyone who got gifts from it. So this is 67.5 oil plus 180 water plus equal is that it? Thanks for an awesome year of streaming. Thank you for an awesome year of support. And that goes for everyone who has been here and supporting and just being awesome. And even if, of course, the people who just drop these amazing gift bombs and stuff like that get, of course, more focused. But I really do appreciate that there's a lively community and everyone's just hanging out and having fun and participating as much as you want. I get 40 resin. Oh, I just get tiny bit more. Yeah, that's true actually. That's tiny. Because this one is... So I get 40 times 1.125. I get 45. 45 resin. That means this one also has to be... Damn. Oh, and this one also needs 45 additional water. Yep, that's a good point. That's a good point. Ah, he canceled it. No. Okay, so it is 67.5 oil. Maybe I'm actually going to... I'll do this one, and then I'll go the other one. And then it gets plus 180 plus 45. That's 220. Oops. Plus 225 water becomes... It's so ironic that it's exactly the ratio that I've scaled it up by. Are you going to end this series in this year? No. I mean, I have to do this, and I have to try it, and then I will also realize the ineffectualness of this, right? And I realize that, okay, maybe if I scale the whole thing down, that'll be 60. This will be 200. No, it's not. What the hell? Now I'm completely off again. No, it is actually. It is. There. Because the first one will be 80 outbound. Hold on, this is not at all correct. Like that. That's what it's like. Of course. So with all of this regression here, then the question is this also the stuff that Mark and Grundig, you have been the most vocal in your sharing of how you do it? Is this also the numbers you're getting at? Because that's not bad numbers. Of course, that one is incorrect because I just forgot something. So we'll just kill that one. Let's walk through this. Yeah, 300. Hey, you could, by the way, do you have or will you get an affiliate link for Captain of Industry? It doesn't exist. You can. Hey, New Loops, thank you for the tier 2 for 9 months. Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't, there is no referral link or affiliate link for Steam. Steam doesn't want that. They want all the money for themselves, so it doesn't work. That's not how it works. Epic is, but Epic is evil because they help. They take a smaller cut from developers and support Steamers, but they're evil. Remember that. Don't ever say anything good about it, right? Yeah, so no, I will not get a referral link, but you know what I will get, and thank you for reminding me of bringing it up. I will get some keys from the developers. I don't know how many, but they asked if I wanted some keys for the closed beta. So I will be sharing some keys in the upcoming streams start of next year, because I'll be streaming a bit more Captain of Industry, and then I'll be throwing away out some keys for random people. They will of course be super random. So that means you have one more reason to watch me play it, because you might actually get access to the closed beta. That would be pretty nice. Yep, they reached out and said, hey, we saw a lot of influx to the community and they mentioned your stream, so Evil bought my support with free games. Yeah. Yeah. But next year, so hey, there is ZZYZXTV, one of my absolute favorite names to butcher or pronounce at least. So it's 5 floors for 300 nodes. Oh, that is so sweet, Grundig. That's gonna be so sweet. Problem is that I'm gonna have to remember this until next year. That's just not happening, is it? I'm thinking it should actually be the other way around. Like, this should be turned that way. Write it down in a sign. I kind of have already. But then let's do it in all the sub-steps for it. Plot. Can't remember a damn thing. My brain's turned to mush. That's heavy oil and polymer resin. Why is this? Okay, so this one, first one is the 60 oil becomes 80 heavy oil plus 40 resin. Yeah. The next step is, remember to click that one when you click out. That's in the blender. So that is where we get so this is 80. I'm not sure this is correct. 40, no. 80 heavy oil plus double 160 water equal 160 fuel. Next one will then be awful. In the oil well at 251 altitude, there are 3 nodes with 300 oil per minute and another 3 with 150. There are 3 nodes. Oh, that's a lot. That would also, you know what? That would be a really sexy place to build it. Like, you already have a high point 250 meters up, and from there we just go many floors up. That's pretty nice. Except the problem is getting water to that location. It's the middle of the map, so I don't like it. What? Isn't it double water? Yeah, it's double water. The water and the fuel are the same. Oh, ah. Okay, and then the next one will be 60 divided by 3. Lovely, 53. 53, I'm just not rounding off. Fuel plus 53 rubber equal 106 plastic. And then I do 106 plastic plus 106 fuel. Technically it's actually 107, right? Equal 214 rubber. And then the last one is 40 resin plus 40 water equal 20 rubber. There. Is that correct? Well, I need a bigger billboard. 40, 40 to 20. And that means when I look at this and go, how much rubber we are producing minus how much rubber we are consuming, then I subtract 53. That means this is going to be 160 plus the 20. That means 180. So the net result is 180 rubber. And the oil and the water is also correct because I have 160 water plus 40 water. This is so nice. I am so happy about this build. I'm so happy that I didn't do the whole thing, because this thing here is, it's just so easy, right? I mean, once we figure out how we're gonna turn things. Because the point here is that I can show you a design that is relatively simple, and then I can tell you, look, just get 200 water and 60 oil, and then you're gonna get a nice 180 rubber outbound. That's gonna be glorious. And if you wanted more, just build another floor, and you can build 5 floors for a single build. It's cool. Manual keep starting. Yeah. The one kink is that it needs manual kickstarting. Does it actually? I mean, when you get it started, as soon as you start this one, we have some polymer resin. The polymer resin goes in here and becomes rubber. So as long as this rubber goes on the same belt that then gets filtered into this one, then it will slowly start. Now, of course, for one iteration of this, then I'll get let's get 40 copper, no, sorry, 40 resin. That gives me 20 rubber. So when I get in here, then I can put 20 rubber in here. That's not going to be enough to start it. And then another cycle goes along, and then it'll start this one, which means the plastic will start working. The plastic will then flow back, and then it'll take some round trips for it sort of to gear up. Is that the boost converter thing you talked about, or the buck converter or whatever? That goes a few rounds until it starts having saturated, and then it starts setting the output. That your buffer for fuel is big enough that it ought to be. Yeah. Yes. I guess we'll find out once we kickstart it or once we start it. This is so good. Let's look a bit into the into how I would do it. I think I want the rubber in the middle. Could I do that? Okay. Don't want to be staring at that. Oops. Power. And why is there no? So I want to have the rubber here, so the rubber flows, and then rubber plus here, and then the other one goes the other way. Yes. This will be the plastic, this will be rubber, this will be rubber, and I can scale them down later on. Now, one of the things I think is super important about this is that I'd really like to have here. And I don't know if that's even possible, but I think it would be great if I could. Like this one in the middle. I can't see it on the other side. I can't see that line. Here. Residual rubber. Because I need the rubber on this line to merge together with the rubber on the other lines on here, so that it gets filled up and goes past this one, where it then will be filtered in and only excess will go out. So that means in here I will have 1, 2. Yeah. Autosave. Ah, I can't afford. I did not see that coming as being something we ran out of. Just a few more. Yeah, classic loopy. Yeah, but it's a very simple loop, this one, and I like that. I was really worried about some like massive loop and something, but this is a simple loop where it just. Oh, did you not like the other one? Well, that was kind of useless. All right. Merger. Here and here. See, I don't think I have the space. This one would have to go slightly back if I needed something there. We don't have anything else out here. It's not like we have any. This one will have something. This one will have to get fuel inbound at this location. So we'll have to figure that out. And then this will be a. Obviously, it's going to be another splitter that we don't have yet. Two of those, perfect. Simple because it's small, only 60 oil, so it's easily trackable by unarmed mind. Is that mind? Unarmed mind. I don't think I've ever had my mind being called unarmed. I'm not disagreeing necessarily, but I mean, it's definitely not lethal. Unarmed mind. Okay, so here, this is all nice and good, but there is no way for me to get the liquid in here with my unarmed mind. There. Right. Yeah. So that goes in, and this goes in. And this goes merge into this one. I think I'll do it some other way here. Whatever. Nope. Ah, I knew there was something weird. I think this one should just be moved 2 over. Anyway. it's the idea is there. If I just moved the 2 over, wouldn't that be so much simpler? Move the 2 over and then 2 back. Is turned incorrectly. Because then I think I can actually go all the way up here for this and then have the liquid below as I want to do. I love it. I love this build. I mean, it's not done, but I'm sure that what we have now is totally doable and it will work. The one thing we have to figure out is how am I going to get the liquid in here and in here. Water and fuel. There's only fuel for these ones. These are only fuel. But granted, this one has water. But I'm kind of like, this area out here will have the water part. And then the idea here is to get a blender. I'm kind of feeling the blender could go something like this. Maybe not the best idea, but just this is now aligned on this side, on the outside, and that's the input, which is not ideal, is it? Maybe it's actually ideal to have the blender Let me just try this for a second. And this will be diluted fuel, so it's only one item coming out. Which obviously just goes in here. Or you can go out here, here. Oops. Also a matter of the solids. Do they really need to go up just because I want... I could do that, right? I could. This one goes... I do like it like this. Do definitely have an affinity for this way of building. So that's from... Yep, and then go back out here. And then below I will get the liquids. One, two. Okay, then I guess we just do this. It's all the same to me. Goes in. Pipes, what about running either pipes or solid under the floor? I was thinking about it, but if I do that, then I'm also kind of sort of encroaching upon the one below if I have one. And that basically goes in there. No clipping or whatsoever, just perfect without any hesitation. Okay. Here. Just seeing if anyone reacted. Okay, so now that is actually the piping. I mean, yes, it's kind of snaking around, and you could also maybe... The question is, could this one go in here and underneath? Would it be better if it did? I don't think so. This one would have to go further back. And then I could basically split it here, and then it would merge in with the other one, go down. But I don't think I want to merge them. Where is the rubber recycled on? Oh, here. This is all consolidation. And this is consolidation. And then this is the magic spot. And then only the top one will be a... There. So it goes from into here. And of course I'm gonna get one more, which will be here. 1, 2, and then this one. Inbound and center. I don't know why I do this, but well, center is going to be overflow and right is going to be any. This one. Center is going to be overflow. Left is going to be any, and right is not going to be anything. And then that means whatever comes out here is just ready to be taken out. Never to be recycled again, never to be anything. Plastic is on the outside. Plastic is very simple. It comes out from here and then goes in here and in here. That's it. Even split. Rubber, all the rubber, including the rubber coming from the resin, gets consolidated on the middle line here to be priority split, and then the residual goes out and can be taken easily out of the build. So that means basically when we look at the build, I will only need water here, and I'll only need oil here, and I'll only have rubber on the outside. So it's very clean that inside is the input, the two liquid inputs, and outside is the rubber. I really like it. Why two priority splits? Because the inserts are not next to each other. This one's priority into that one, and this one's priority into that one, and it's only the residual going in there. This is a good build. I am so happy about it. Does the overflow need to be fully consumed? Overflow needs to be fully consumed. No? I don't know. I mean, no, the whole point is... probably the north have to. Yeah, this one, of course, but we just... It's just going to be the same. I also need a blender on that side as well, and I need another here as well. But this was the part that was difficult, like doing the loop here. And once they've done the loop, then I know the rest is just straightforward inbound. Is if it can get stuck somehow, but I don't see how. No. The reason why it cannot get stuck is because this is a straight line. It just gets pushed down this line, and then it will take whatever it can, and then whatever is residue, and like if it was sort of a loop that kept running, then it's like you have to make sure that it never runs over full or oversaturated or undersaturated. But this can't be because it's not a loop in any kind. It's just pushing it this way. Yeah, I mean, okay, so basically if there's no consumption on this side, what will happen? Well, it'll just fill up, and when the gem starts clearing, then it'll pull out the stuff that was blocking these, and then it'll start consuming plastic again, and as it consumes plastic, this one will start consuming rubber, and then it'll be fine. There's big enough buffer for fuel that you can start the processing of resin. Yeah, it should be, because I have so many pipes. That's actually a sort of secondary objective of pipes. I think so too. That is amazing. I am so... Fear, not ear. I don't know what that means. Can it self-restart if the overflow? Yes, it self-starts and it self-restarts. At least that's the theory of it. I'm so happy about this build. This is the last good build of this year. The fuel buffer comes from, so basically it'll restart. It'll start by itself because I'm not putting anything in due to this rubber. This rubber will flow in and then kickstart this one. It just needs 2 cycles here for, actually just as soon as it goes in, it makes enough going in, 2 cycles, and in 2 cycles this will have produced 40, I don't know, a couple hundred fuel, but the fuel has to go into this one and this one and this one, and then has to fill up the pipes before it could ever get into a problem. So it's not a, I don't think it's gonna be a problem, but there might be some things, but you know, that is future Nilos, that's next year. It's not something we're gonna be dealing with. We went a bit over time, and that's good, it's fine. But now I will gracefully transition out. So a few things I want to mention. No stream tomorrow. I am leaning on streaming on the 1st of January, because since I can't really record anything because my hard drive is not working, boo, then I probably can't really record much, and I lost all my thumbnail generations things. So I might just be like, fuck it, I'll just go online whenever I wake up, hungover or tired or whatever, and then just have enough Red Bull in the fridge to last 12 hours or something, and then just grind away at Bloodborne and see if we can do it. I spent 23 hours, I checked it, 23 hours completing all of Bloodborne and the First Hunters on stream. So I think that if we tried it and we don't play the DLC, then I think that maybe 12 hours is not impossible for us to do, right? Because I think I should be better. And the same for Sekiro. Sekiro was 25 episodes, Let's Play episodes. So that should be, I think it was 25. I could also probably do Sekiro in a very long stream. And I think that would be super fun thing to kind of do if for these kind of event streams. Hour of Bloodborne, we don't know. I mean, it could also be that I end up not at home, and then it's going to take more time for me to get back home, and then I might be so tired or hungover that it's not going to work. But all I can say is that that I'll try, and then keep an eye on Discord. There'll be an announcement, or Twitter as well, because that's going to be it. But I definitely plan on streaming on the 1st of January, and streaming sort of something that's I'm more comfortable with. So that's the plan. And so thank you everyone for an amazing year. It's been super amazing. Hope 2022 can be, I mean, the year has not been amazing, but in this little recluse of a little pocket dimension, then it absolutely has been amazing. The rest of outside world has been less amazing, but let's hope that this little recluse here can be amazing in 2022. Anyway, I really want to thank you all for joining and be supportive and all of that good stuff. It's been absolutely amazing, and it's now been almost 3 years since I've set for full-time content creation, and I have no plans of stopping. So, good night, take care, Happy New Year, see you in 2022, good night.